We will discuss the Swift programming language.
About Swift. Swift is a new programming language for iOS, OS X, watchOS, and tvOS apps that builds on the base of C and Objective-C without the constraints of C compatibility. Swift adapts safe programming patterns and adds modern features to make programming easier, more flexible, and more fun. Swift's clean slate backed by the mature and much loved Cocoa and Cocoa Touch frameworks is an opportunity to reimagine how Swift has been years in the making. Apple laid the foundation for Swift by advancing our existing compiler, debugger, and framework infrastructure. We simplified memory management with automatic reference counting ARC. Our framework stack built on the solid base of Foundation and Cocoa has been modernized and standardized throughout Objective-C itself has evolved to support blocks, collection, literals, and modules, enabling framework adoption of modern language technologies without disruption. Thanks to this groundwork, we can now introduce a new language for the future and Apple software development. Swift feels familiar to Objective-C developers. It adapts the readability of Objective-C name parameters and the power Objective-C dynamic object model. It provides seamless access to existing Cocoa frameworks and mix and match interoperability with Objective-C code. Building from the common ground, Swift introduces many new features and unifies the procedural and objective-oriented portion of the language. Swift is friendly to new programmers. It is the first industrial quality system programming language that is as expressive and enjoyable as a scripting language. It supports playgrounds, an innovative feature that allows programmers to experiment with Swift code and see results immediately without the overhead of building and running an app. Swift combines the best in modern language thinking with wisdom from the wider Apple engineering culture. The compiler is optimized for performance and the language is optimized for development without compromising on either, and it's designed to scale from hello world to an entire operating system. All this makes Swift a sound future investment for developers and for Apple. Swift is a fantastic way to write iOS, OS X, watchOS, and tvOS apps and will continue to evolve with new features and capabilities. Our goals for Swift are ambitious. We can wait to see what you create with it. Hello everyone, here's a simple and an easy tutorial on how to make an iPhone app without a programming background or experience. It is a lesson about tools and materials used on iOS development. So I expected you to know and learn the following. What tools are needed, where can get them, a little information on how they are used to make or build an app, and of course what you need in order to publish your app in App Store. The first you need to have is an Mac.xcode, the program of Apple where you can write the code to build an app and unfortunately runs on Mac operating system only. You can rent a Mac on macincloud.com and log in on your PC instead of buying a Mac computer, which will cost you a lot. The program is called Xcode, which I mentioned earlier. That is essential to write a code and build an app. It is free on Mac App Store. So Xcode allows you to first in the user interface. It is what the user sees on the phone and what the user is interacting with. Second is the logic and response of the app you are using the interacting with. It advanced are the use of visual layout of the apps. The interface when you are dragging, removing, or putting an element or something on the screen when customizing it. Another is code editor, where you can write and express the logic into a code to determine what happened when the users do dragging, adding, etc. and also on updating the view. Xcode also allows to test our app through its iOS simulator. It will appear on the screen to mimic and run the app inside of it. You can see how what it looks like. Code are used to express the logic and interface you are interacting. It follows a set of rules and certain frameworks just like a language.
Apple has a programming language called Swift. I were going to teach you how to use this program. It is better to use for the beginner to learn how to build an application because its syntax and structure of the language is more natural and simple. So it is easy for them to read and understand it. Most of the beginner tassel on syntax and symbol and character used to make or write the code, another remembering what keywords to use and declare the things. Syntax are plain English, made for efficient so that all we have for the lesson. After you finish the building or making the app in Xcode and testing it on the simulator, how you gonna publish your app in your app store? Apple Developer Program allow you to publish your build apps as many as you want in the Apple Store. It will give you access to things. First is the previewing portal where you upload your certificate and profile that delegates which device your apps can be installed on. And second, it gives you access to iTunes Connect where you create the catalog listing, the description, price, etc. of the apps. App submission, you will upload what you create on Xcode. You can also check the status of application download and ranking. You can also see the check you earning and report about the application. You can figure it all on iTunes Connect. All you need is a Mac to install Xcode, which is free, to build or make and test the application. And if you want to play your application in the Apple Store, you can sign up on the Apple Developer Program, which gives you an access to publish your application on anything you want. That's all. Hope it is useful and you learn something from this video. Thank you.
Hello everyone, and thanks for watching my cover. Hi everyone, thanks for watching this cover, and thanks so much to Rob and Lewis for shooting. This is Lewis, and usually Rob is in my video, but he's at work right now, I think.
If you like the gear in the video, we got one which is Bebe, we're both wearing it right now, and Good Boy. And if you like these, check out the site all K-pop, the shop.allkpop, check out the shop. Link below.
This is a demo to how to code in Swift in programming language. Thank you.